It's going to be a tough game. It always is against these sides, and really there isn't an easy game in the Vanarama North this season for Guiseley, but it's all about taking the home advantage. Monday was a disappointment. It's all about getting back to winning ways, and I think a good performance as well would be a positive as well.
Well, Mark Bauer wasn't happy after the game against Grangesborough Trinity. He spoke to Tom after that match. Here's what he had to say.
Tom Feeney with Mark Bauer after the 3-1 defeat to Gainsborough Trinity. Mark, just how disappointed are you that the unbeaten run has come to an end?
Yeah, obviously very disappointed. We want to be challenging at the right end of the league, and if we're so naive and putting performances like that, then we're going to be a long way from it. But we're not going to go through all the season without conceding goals. We're not going to go through a season without losing games. So that's how we bounce back from it. And last season we bounced back well. We've got to do the same again. An important game now at home against Gloucester.
So they're quite distinct from Guiseley, back in their home kit of white shirts and dark blue shorts and socks. Gloucester kick off this game, shooting from left to right and immediately moving the ball into Guiseley's half. And Tom, an early goal, an early breakthrough would be a welcome break, wouldn't it, for Guiseley after last week's debacle? Yeah. Being held a high line as this Gloucester defence. Referee taking his time to get things organised. Eventually, the free kick is hugely disappointing. Nicky Boschel shanks it into the Gloucester players. It's cleared. There's a big shout for a ball back in towards Danny Forrest. He tries an elaborate bicycle kick. Danny Ellis sends it long over the top of the centre half. Boys is free, gets a touch on the ball, but is blocked by Mike Green, who came quickly out of his area. Danny Forrest picks up the second phase of this move. Plays a ball into Ollie Johnson. Ollie Johnson collects on the edge of the penalty area. Two players around him. Back to Forrest now. Forrest lays a lovely ball in towards Nicky Boschel. Good tackle, takes it away from the Guiseley man, and now the counter-attack is on for Gloucester with Scott Wilson surging down this right-hand side, gets the ball into the penalty area, and it's well covered by Danny Ellis. And comes with the ball over the halfway line, gives it to Nicky Boschel. Boschel starts to run with it, plays it to the right-hand side. Holdsworth gets a cross into the area, headed away from Boys by Matt Williams. The centre-half does a good job, and it's out for a throw-in on the right-hand side. Andy Holdsworth takes it short into the feet of Ollie Johnson, plays it square to Stockdale. Stockdale threads the ball through well, gives it to Adam Boys. He gets a half shot away, and it's blocked and goes behind for a corner. Ball's again a short corner. Again whipped in towards the back post, headed back in by Danny Ellis across the face of the 6-yard box. Forrest couldn't get on the end of it. It's cleared up to the edge of the penalty area, and eventually Gloucester clear. Now give the ball to Adam Mann on the halfway line. He surges forward over the halfway line. Ben Parker in a close attention, gets back, but Mann beats him, gets the ball down to the byline, and eventually his cross doesn't have someone to target. The ball played in towards the penalty area, and then Jack Stockdale with a firm drive from distance. Goes wide, but he certainly hit that cleanly. In the meanwhile, Scott Wilson has the ball for Gloucester on the left-hand side, lays it back here to Billy Jones. Jones and Wilson combine again down that left flank. Wilson gets the cross in up towards the head of Charlie Griffin, well cut out by Alex McQuaid, but good interception here from Ben Parker. Parker now plays a lovely ball over to Ollie Johnson. Ollie Johnson's clear of his man, onto the left-hand side of the goal, goes into the penalty area, cuts past his man, goes towards this penalty spot, gets a shot away, well blocked by the Gloucester defence, and eventually they just do just enough to clear.
Aims it at the man.
Sam Avery gets the ball across into the area. It's a great shot. It's bounced off the bar and then into the feet of the Scott Wilson. Wilson puts the ball in the back of the net, but as Tom rightly says, the flag was swiftly up. Then lays it in beautifully to Nicky Boschel. Adam Boys has broken the offside trap, goes past the goalkeeper, right out to the touchline, has to stretch to get it back in, does well, gets the ball back from the deflection. Great raking ball from Danny Ellis. Nodded down now here for Ollie Johnson. Johnson tries a shot from the edge of the area. He didn't get enough dip on it, and it goes over. Guys, he forced up to the halfway line. Ben Parker with a good ball in towards Danny Forrest. Forrest flicks it on, gives it to Stockdale. Stockdale loses it, but Boys picks it up and takes a brilliant little dipping shot. And it just goes over the crossbar. Meanwhile, Gloucester have the ball, and Wilson looked like he handled the ball. He skipped past two players into the penalty area, takes a shot, it takes deflection, it's over the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. Scott Wilson has given Gloucester the lead. There was a huge shout for handball in the build-up to that run and that goal, and Danny Boschel protests the referee. Scott Wilson celebrates, Guiseley go behind, And there is a fair degree of controversy about that goal. Does recover it and gives it to Andy Holdsworth. Holdsworth's looking for options in the box, plays it up to Boyce. Boyce gets the header, it goes over the keeper, but he manages to just tip that one over the crossbar. An absolutely super cross from Andy Holdsworth and an even better header from Adam Boyce, and an excellent save from Mike Green. Guiseley keeping 4-5 players forward. Dicko plays a good long ball up towards Ollie Johnson. Johnson gets a head on it, flicks it on, there's no one ahead of him. He chases it, shows great pace. He appears to be blocked as he goes to collect the ball. Claims that he's been blocked by the centre half. Goes to ground. Referee today, Andrew Miller, says nothing going there for him.
Going to concede the second.
Well, the 45 is up, so it's just whatever's going to be added on now. Gloucester on the attack at the moment. They've just earned a free kick. Stockdale brings down man. And this gives the visitors an opportunity to throw some bodies into the box just before the break, and not what we really would have wanted as the seconds tick by for whatever time is being added in this game. Sam Overy stood over the ball and then opts to change it to free kick taker to Adam Mann. He takes it and it's gone behind in the end for a goal kick. They'll no doubt be quite happy at that, but not a happy scoreline for us at the moment. Gloucester leading by 1-0. Scott Wilson scoring after 39 minutes. And the half-time whistle is blown by Andrew Miller, today's referee. The visitors from Gloucester City playing in yellow with black stripes. And they get the game underway. And Guiseley play it forward with Danny Ellis into the Gloucester half and out into touch. A much better second half performance in front of goal needed, Tom. Guiseley now having to do a bit of defending, but come away now with the ball with Danny Boschel. Boschel plays it into the feet of Stockdale. Stockdale onto the right-hand side where Forrest takes it. He's got Holdsworth on the overlap, but finds a lovely ball through to Ollie Johnson. He's tackled. The referee sees him go down. And in the end, Guiseley have earned a penalty kick. And Guiseley getting back on level terms. Boschel steps up. 1-0 to Gloucester at the moment. Boschel with a penalty, blasts it into the bottom right-hand corner. Green does well, he gets a palm on it, but can't keep it out. And Guiseley are back on level terms. Guiseley 1, Gloucester 1. Gets the final touch away, but it's going to be recovered again. This time Tom Webb plays it back out to the feet of Billy Jones. He gets the ball into the area and it goes beyond everyone into the back of the net. I think it might have taken a touch from Charlie Griffin. And Guiseley, no sooner after getting themselves back on level terms, just like last Monday, have conceded and are now 2-1 down.
Really?
Mann now with a bit of space to run into for Gloucester. Skips between Holdsworth and Ellis, finds himself clear in the penalty area. If he can drive this one across, he had Wilson in the area, but in the end he chooses the shot with the left foot. In the meantime, we'll just stick with it here because Gloucester have another corner, leading 2-1 of the visitors, and this one comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. The header from Griffin just floats past the upright.
With the amount of Gloucester players in there, that could have been a chance as well, but just goes wide, and it's another reprieve for the Lions.
Substitution is made for Guiseley. Nicky Boschel is the man making way for Wayne Brooksby. Now a loose ball's been given straight to Wayne Brooksby on the edge of the penalty area. Players ahead of him though. Plays the ball square to Danny Forrest. Forrest finds Ollie Johnson. Johnson fires over the bar. It was a great opportunity. Man gets the ball from the clearance. And Guiseley have conceded a free kick. Danny Boschel's just bundled over a Gloucester man. Not quite sure who it is in the middle of the park, and they're going to have a problem here because there's got a bit of a knock on the face. So, Mike Green as well is making way here at Nethermore off the pitch. He's going to be replaced. I'm not quite sure. Is that Chris Jones, number 15, who's coming on for Gloucester City? So their first change this afternoon, Mike Green. Billy Jones, the captain, stands over it, whips it into the penalty area, headed away by Andy Holdsworth, up towards the 30-yard mark, and eventually it falls kindly for Danny Boschel. Boschel nods it down to Brooksby. Brooksby starts the counter-attack, plays it into the feet of Ollie Johnson. Ollie Johnson's clear of the black line. He hasn't got the pace to get past the man, though. He catches him up, but Ollie Johnson's still in possession. Plays it out to Danny Forrest. Forrest's shot, palmed well and saved by Mike Green.
And Ollie Johnson.
And an incredible effort has just come from Charlie Griffin. He picked the ball up a good 35 yards from goal, chested it down. We thought the ball was in no man's land, really. He turned round, volleyed it towards the goal. Guiseley now having to defend this corner. The corner comes in from the right-hand side. Whipped in again into that 6-yard box. Headed down and into the back of the net. Oh, a free header for Matt Williams. A simple goal for Gloucester to finally put this game beyond perhaps a Guiseley recovery, even that with 22 minutes to go, makes it Guiseley 1, Gloucester City 3. Guiseley leaving 2 players forward, Gloucester leaving 4 back. That gives you a measure of the way they're playing this one. The free kick comes in. It was a good drive to change. Now Danny Forrest has a bit of an opportunity on the edge of the area. He takes a rather tame effort straight into the hands of Mike Green, into the feet of Adam Boys. Boys out to the right-hand side where Andy Holdsworth has it. Holdsworth tried to orchestrate things, gets a good cross in towards the back post. Nobody attacking the ball in the right areas. All the attacking play just not quite culminating with a shot on goal at the moment. Jake Lawler sends it forward, but it's not into the space where Ollie Johnson was occupying. It goes back to the goalkeeper. Johnson doesn't give it up, all credit to him, chases it down, but by then the goalkeeper gets it clear. Lawler loses the flight of the ball in the air, and it falls kindly for Adam Mann. Mann has a run at it, plays it square to Jones. Jones shoots from distance. Good save from Stephen Dickinson. Safe pair of hands there, but that could have been a 4th goal for Gloucester City. Now they come away on the counter-attack here with Jones. He takes a drive from distance, and it forces Stephen Dickinson into another fine save. It was hard and low. It was a good shot from about 25 yards out, and Stephen Dickinson had to dive down to his right-hand side and palm that one past the upright. The clearance now by Jones, finds Mann. Jones has made the run as well. Mann's got Griffin on the overlap. There's Gloucester come forward again. Griffin with a shot, this time straight at the goalkeeper. And there's going to be, you feel there's going to be at least one more goal in this, and it could go really either end. Guys, he might snatch one. Gloucester equally could easily catch us on this break now. Ollie Johnson goes to ground. No free kick. Wilson collects the ball in the halfway line for the visitors. Under pressure from Danny Boschel. Boschel puts a foot in there that the referee doesn't like. And to add misery to the assistant manager's afternoon, Danny Boschel will go in the book. Andrew Miller deciding that tackle on its own merits a yellow card. Oh dear.
Just been such a frustrating afternoon.
And again, Gloucester City counter-attack swiftly with Chris Jones now coming down the left-hand side. He's got man ahead of him. Jones cuts infield, skips past Ben Parker, plays it, takes a brilliant shot from distance. And as you can probably hear, Chris Jones has scored a great solo goal to give Gloucester City the 4th. And it's now Guiseley 1, Gloucester City 4.
Fantastic goal there by Chris Jones, and you've got to say he deserves that. Since he came on, he's created chances, he's looked dangerous. It's a brilliant goal right into the top corner. They won't lose many games, they won't draw many games, they'll win most of their games. So it's these kind of performances and these kind of results which, you know, really can affect to the end of the season, because, you know, if guys miss out by 2 points, let's say, to automatic promotion, you will look at this game, because it's a game that Guiseley should be winning.
Ball goes forward, headed away by Danny Ellis. Taken down well by Mark Richards, the substitute, who's just come on now for Sam Avery as they just work down the clock. But yeah, that was a big scoreline coming through from Kidderminster, where Worcester City now play their games. Well, Worcester lead to Ferriby 2-1, but it's been a dismal afternoon here at Nethermore.